What is up, ponies and bronies? Jexmask here, and today I am going to be reacting to the German version of I Know Those Eyes, This Man Is Dead from the Count of Monte Cristo animatic series by Inkpots. Good old Count Monsparkle is back at it again with his German edits, and I am actually really looking forward to this because just recently I finished watching the entire German musical, and I am definitely looking forward to doing this. I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to make a comment on Count Monsparkle's German version. That's basically just, going to be my thoughts on the difference between the German and the English. So because that comment is coming, I don't know how in depth I'm going to go as to the differences. If I do go into them, I'm going to wait till the end of the video where I can better gather my thoughts, because I want you guys to come in here just, enjoying yourselves, not dealing with some really long rant or tirade or whatever, or some really long explanation that you just don't want to deal with. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. So to spare you guys any more ear damage by talking your eardrums off, I'm just gonna, jump right in and get this video started. So let's go. I still love this animation so much. Oof, love this style. And now that I've seen it a few times, I can see how much detail was put into every OC. Sorry, it cut off the subtitles for you. Oh, I just noticed the stars were going in beat. Oh, I love that line. I love it. And there are our villains. Oof. This is so good. I'm gonna say it right now, I think the German adds a bit more depth to what's going on. Definitely, as I'm seeing right now, more poetic, honestly. Which is the great thing about different languages, is they tend to have more prose to them, more poetry than the English we all are familiar with, if you're English. Whisper would suffice.
Zu viele Narben, dass dieses Schweigen uns trennt.
Man, still not as cold as the English, but it sends shivers up my spine all the same. And there's that look, the look of you're gonna get it. Wow, that was amazing. I can imagine it took some patience to get them to line up so perfectly. Or maybe I did it. Maybe it's easier than I think it is. Either way, great work on Sparkle. I definitely think this is amazing. I loved it. Ooh, that transition was smooth. From the German to the English. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, jump right into the outro. I'll see you guys then. Alright, so I'm back. I gotta say, I like the German version a bit more than the English, and here's why. The Count is now, he's different. He's not Edmund. He's not carefree. He's not well-spirited. He's not innocent anymore. He doesn't. He grew up definitely, emotionally and physically, while inside the Chateau d'If and under the tutelage of Abbe Faria. He's not a teenager. He's not 19. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think it was 19 years or 14 years passed while he was in the Chateau d'If. And that's, obviously, it's a long time, but you won't be the same person when you come out of that. He, as he said in both the English and the German, he died in the Chateau d'If. Edmond Dantes died while inside the Chateau d'If. Inside the Chateau d'If, his coffin decays, as the German version says. And I always loved how the musical, even the English musical, they focus very neatly on those points, a bit more than, from what I remember anyway, having just read the abridged version. Or I read the full, but I can't really remember it as well as I can remember the abridged. And his voice, as well, not so much the voice, but the meaning behind it, the words. That's what I meant. The words. They very neatly convey how much he's changed. Even in I Will Be There, he uses different words. He uses contractions more. He makes it, he's got more hope because he was just in there. And then Every Day a Little Death, we see his language is starting to change a bit, which is probably thanks to Abbe Faria. He's becoming more educated. And then by Held to Your Doorstep, he's angry, so a bit of it comes back. And then in I Know Those Eyes, This Man Is Dead, he's had a couple of months since he escaped. Or maybe it was weeks. I'm confused as to the exact timeline of events. But he's had a while to get accustomed to being the Count, with his vast amounts of wealth, his revenge plan, and just, changing, being so different. He's more worldly now. Because of Abbe Faria, he learned economics, he learned different languages, he learned mathematics, he learned science, he learned history, geography. He's now 1,000 times more well-known, more worldly, I guess is what I mean to say, to use the same word twice, than he was before. So he wouldn't be as direct as the English version has him. He wouldn't be telling her directly, you betrayed me and I'm upset about it. He alludes to it, and in the German version they capture that very well. He is alluding to the fact that he's deeply pained by not speaking. In fact, I do like how in the German version they touch on how he doesn't speak to her. A whisper would suffice, meaning he's silent. He's not even talking to her. All he does is watch. And I like that. That is a bit of, showing and telling. They tell us that he's not speaking. But it's hard to get that in a musical, because with a musical, in a lot of cases, you have to remember, at least I have to remember, that it's called non-diegetic when this happens, when a song is playing. Some songs are non-diegetic, meaning the characters that we're watching don't know that they're singing. The singing is put in as a way for us to understand and for it to be a bit more entertaining than them just talking. But to them, because it's to use the word better, it's non-diegetic. They don't hear the singing. They don't hear the music. They're just talking, having a normal conversation. And I'm not sure if that's the case in this musical. And in some musicals, it's very obvious that they know that they're bursting out into song, and they know that they're okay with it. I'm not sure if The Count of Monte Cristo is one of those musicals. I might have to do a bit more research into that, but I at least think it might be the case of the songs being non-diegetic. And that means, his duet with Mercedes isn't even happening in the musical. It's not even a thing. They're just together and they're dancing because they come across each other. They might have said a few words, obviously, the balcony, but at least while they're dancing, it seems like mainly they're just kinda in. It's what they're thinking. He's thinking, why am I hesitating? She's thinking, why am I hesitating? I could try saying something to him. He's thinking I could try saying something to her. And then they're both thinking, did love submit to fate? Which I love that line. I like that line a lot. Again, focusing on the main themes of betrayal and love that we see from the musical, the book. Anyway, I've been talking a lot longer than I meant to. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. Definitely check out a bit more Monsparkle stuff if you haven't already. He's got a great collection of things, not just the German edits, but he's got other things, Synthesia covers and such like that. And I think you guys would get a kick out of that. Until next time, this is Jay, and I'm saying goodbye.